The better throwers were in the main cage, but Angel Richmore, of Oklahoma, the senior, Pipilata Enoch's teammate, on her third attempt, she would have the best throw of the day, 47 feet.
Angel Richmore making it a 1-3 finish for the Sooners and 16 points. Plenty tight as they go into the final 3 events. Jackson out well from the blocks. She's run 23-27 this year. She'll also be in the 60-meter prelims tomorrow. Luann Reed of Arkansas chasing. Reed, the senior. Jackson, just a freshman, and she will win the heat.
But she looked good there.
So you got the group on the inside, the group on the outside. They won't meet until they've completed the second turn. There are their competitors. I promised that there are 31 because Tom told me so. Push this thing here pretty quickly.
Currently on 13:57 pace is what we're indicated right now. You can see, some of the pack tactics.
Bias Chiruyat of Oklahoma, the sophomore who has taken over the leading duties. They had a second 71-second 400, and now that Chiruyat is in there, they've got a 67-second 400 meters. That's an improvement certainly, but they've let the pace lag so much that getting an NCAA qualifier is likely out of the question. It's now going to be an honest race, which is fine. Also, as we see a number of moves being made to the outside, Kip 2 now moving from the middle of the pack all the way up to the front. He's had enough of this pace and is interested in moving things along.
Chariot, interestingly, his personal best in the 5K is 13:56.12 from last year's Big 12 indoor meet, but he also has a half marathon personal best just over 1 hour, 60 minutes and 3 seconds from just 2 years ago. So probably one of those two we're gonna have eyes on when you think about outdoor season and the 10,000 meters. So,
and Kiprop, the conference champion. Patrick Kiprop, but a masterful 34 entered, 32 declared. So one more than the men. We'll see the competitors scrolling on the screen in groups of 7. Same situation, the group on the inside stays there until the second turn, then they will all combine as they go towards the pole.
And it does appear we have a few scratches. We were just trying to do a little bit of the update. So a number of them who, Taylor Warner having won twice.
John Anderson, a 1,200 meter leg, then a 400, an 800, and then a 1,600. And the teams, the 4 teams in this first section: Tennessee, Oklahoma, LSU, and Texas. And as Laura,
he hands it off for that second leg of the relay.
Texas
LSU
hands
in
first.
close pursuit.
Allman Small for the Longhorns. LSU in fast pursuit with Jaden Phillip. And then behind is Ricky Williams for Tennessee and Gage Hinsey for Oklahoma. Just 2 quick laps of this 400-meter leg, and they're spending a lot of energy. Ricky Williams the third, by the way. And the 800-meter leg for LSU, who hands first, that's Dylan Nimmers, the senior. And for Oklahoma, Carlos Tello. For the Longhorns, it is Edward Rush, the senior. For Tennessee, Kanan Anderson. For LSU, Emidi Kipalimo, the freshman. And for Oklahoma on the anchor, Fernando Morales. The turnover, and Kanan Anderson is going to win it for the Vols. There are the official results. Tennessee establishing the time to beat. Vanderbilt has the time of 11:40.51 this year. Texas A&M comes in with 11:44.28. Oklahoma and Missouri have no time. Same configuration: 1,200-meter leg to 400-meter leg to 800-meter leg to 1,600-meter leg.
And again, you're incentivized to, make this a fast pace, regardless of being in the second section, because you have the opportunity to score with those, 9 entries in the second section. But you run fast enough in this one, and you can right there on the that bubble, kind of, looking at just being inside that conversation. You see Oklahoma trying to get a bit of separation.
That's the freshman, Abby Jepchichir for Oklahoma. For Missouri, Rahel Bromell, followed by Oklahoma. And very close between A&M and Vanderbilt.
8-meter jumper, but a little bit of an upset brewing here in the men's long jump.
Interesting, as we are in the back to the first section of the distance medley relay.
Of creating, this is the first time we've really seen separation. 1,600-meter leg.
Perkins handing off to their anchor, Deborah Chirono, the freshman for the Aggies. Vanderbilt, Oklahoma, Missouri, very closely bunched. Solovev, he's out of the competition, no mark. And we will come back with the second section when we return.
And third place would go to the sophomore from Oklahoma. This is Colton Rhodes. He couldn't get over 5 meters 50, but he'd go 5:35, 17.6 and a half, and they would round out the top 3. And now he finds himself leading the SEC conference. Nikolai Williams, the senior from Oklahoma, one of the favorites in this competition, would not get things going until the 6th and final round. And then in the 6th round, he would come up with a big jump of 25.10 3/4 to move into second position.
Miss Bowie of Oklahoma next on the runway. And she jumped 19.6 on her first jump, which puts her 14th currently. So she needs to improve if she wants to get into that top 8. She was in 8th with her first jump, but now a lot more jumpers have improved. Got to get out over 20 feet in this conference to get in. Improvement for Bowie of Oklahoma. This was Jasmine Akins, and it happened for her in the second round. Hit the board perfectly, got all that she could out of it. 21.8 3/4. The senior from Oklahoma, won by Jasmine Akins, the senior